Hi scholars, welcome to lesson 7. Before you watch this video, please make sure that you've watched the videos for lessons 1 through 6 and completed all the assignments that go along with them in Google Classroom. I know this video originally didn't have sound, so I hope this works. Alright, before we get started, make sure you are logged into Google Classroom, and if you like to write first, make sure you have a paper and pencil. Here is your prompt. Press pause on the screen and read through it. As you can see, I've bolded the last sentence where it says write an informational report to teach your classmates all about your animal because that's what we're getting started on today. It's question time. Let's read this question together. What are the structural parts of an informative essay? The first thing that you need is your table of contents, which you already did yesterday. The next thing is your introduction, which we are starting today. Then you need all your main ideas, which we'll talk about later, and at the very end, you wrap up your writing with a conclusion that tells your reader, kind of gives them a summary of what you just talked about. For today's focus, we are going to start our introduction. We're going to have part 1 today of our introduction and part 2 tomorrow. Today, we'll begin drafting our informative reports. When nonfiction authors begin drafting a piece to teach their readers about an important topic, they introduce the topic with a catchy hook, and they provide background information that includes their point of view. Authors also come up with a thesis statement that names the topic and main ideas. I italicized that last line, which means I made it slanted, because that's what we'll do tomorrow. Today, we are going to do step 1, create a catchy hook, and step 2, include our point of view, and step 3, include background information. So, let's get started. If you are writing on paper, make sure to set up your paper just like this. If you are typing right away, let's go to Google Classroom together. Here is your work for Wednesday. You will need to open this up over here. All right, this is your animal research project. You will start your introduction here, but you will also continue writing your entire report on here. You'll keep adding to it. So make sure you don't click submit when you are done. We're going to get started on my example with the giraffe. I put my name, my homeroom, and my animal just up top. So I'm going to go back to the slide and look at the parts of an introduction. I know the first thing I need is a catchy hook, always, because we want to get our reader excited to read our writing. But I don't want to give away too much information because then they might not be as engaged or inclined to read our writing. So I'm going to start off maybe by talking about the height, because the height is what makes my giraffe so unique. While I'm thinking, I'm going to make sure before I start my essay, I want to indent. I press the tab button to indent. That means to have a little bit of space for that first line. Every paragraph always starts with an indented space. I kind of want for my catchy hook to make a movie in my reader's mind. So I might say the word imagine. Imagine an animal, something about how tall it is. That's as tall, I learned about this in my research, as 3 grown men standing on each other's heads. So now my reader has like a movie in their mind. They're like 3 grown men on top of each other. And then I'll say, it's a giraffe, because I'm sure they were guessing. Okay, good. So I just included my catchy hook. Let me read it over again, because that's what strong readers do. Strong writers do. Imagine an animal that's as tall as 3 grown men standing on each other's heads. It's a giraffe. Good. That was my catchy hook. Now, I gotta talk about my point of view. The author's point of view, which is me, that's my opinion. What is going to get my readers excited to read my essay? Well, first thing I want to think about is, what is my opinion about giraffes? Well, I think they're really unique. I've never really seen another animal quite like a giraffe. And they're just so special and majestic. They make me feel like when I see them roaming, even on a video, they make me feel like, wow, I can't believe there's an animal like that. So maybe I will say these creatures. I don't want to give away too many details. So say these creatures are certainly unique looking and live a special lifestyle to match. So that is my opinion. Although it's not a fact, I wrote it kind of like a fact. I didn't say, in my opinion, these creatures are certainly unique looking and live a special lifestyle to match. I just said it, just like a fact, so that my readers really believe my opinion. So now let's read it all together to make sure it makes sense. Imagine an animal that's as tall as 3 grown men standing on each other's heads. It's a giraffe. These creatures are certainly unique looking and live a special lifestyle to match. So I have my catchy hook, have my point of view, and honestly, my background information, which was just a little bit about my topic, was already incorporated in there. I already included it, right? I told my reader over here that the giraffe is tall, that my animal is a giraffe, and that it's unique looking, and it lives a special lifestyle. I don't want to give away any more details because then I won't have anything to talk about in my essay. So I'm going to stop there. Tomorrow you will add the last sentence of your introduction when we do our thesis statement. So you'll not be done with your introduction today, but you will have finished your catchy hook, your background information, and included your point of view. Here is your final checklist. Make sure you watch this video, you write your introduction onto the Animal Research Project Google Doc, and don't click submit because remember, we'll keep adding to this. Please enjoy your part 1 of your introduction. I hope you have fun writing it, and please reach out with any questions, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.